So we got an interesting piece of third-party news here. Mech Toy Fans, a third-party group that I'm not too familiar with. Some people have told me they've been around for a bit, but it's kind of the first time I've heard about them. This is their MechSoul MS-19 Flame Commander. It's a legend-scaled, I guess we'll call it a legend-scaled masterpiece Rodimus hot rod.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm looking at the engineering of the photos, and it's kind of like a fusion of MP9 Rodimus, like the idea of having like hot rod and Rodimus in a single form,
Right.
and having the trailer gimmick, but just the overall transformation and aesthetic is similar to that of the new masterpiece Rodimus, specifically I think it was MP38 was his number. But I dig it. I mean, it looks really cool. I always say limitations create art,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of cool stuff going here. It comes with a firebolt also, which I can't even imagine how tiny that's going to be.
And there's nothing next to it to give you a scale, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So that doesn't help at all.
And it's funny because like they made world's smallest hot rod, which was an official product. They made that a while back. I want to say like 2009 or 2008. And they actually made, like a third-party company made a world's smallest firebolt for your world's smallest Rodimus. And that thing was like the size of your fingernail. It was so small, like you could swallow it. It was so, like, I've swallowed pills bigger than that Target Master. So this one's probably going to be a little larger than that at least, but still, it's going to be pretty tiny. It looks like it still does the combining gun gimmick that the original MP9 Rodimus does. It looks like it has the oversized, I'll call it the pizza cutter or the blade cutter. That one looks like it's more fashioned after the MP38 design. Like it's a fusion of two masterpiece toys turned into the limitations of a legend scale and then just churned out. Someone was telling me, I forget who it was. Someone was telling me that some of the engineering might have been stolen from another third party company.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I was just saying,
There's some drama behind this now.
Thieves steal from thieves, so Dusty Rhodes said it the best. There's no honor among thieves, so it's the truth. Like,
well, it's an old saying. It's an old saying. No honor amongst thieves. It's an old saying.
So this information we're getting from Weibo. We don't know much about it just yet. All we have is these resin prototype photos. When we get more color photos, I'll definitely touch on it more. But I mean, it's third-party Rodimus stuff, which always gets my attention. It's third-party Legend scale stuff, which is affordable, so that also gets my attention.
Right.
So, it's a meeting of two things. And I like how it looks. I believe it says here it's 12 centimeters, so that's pretty tiny. That's average Legend scale, more or less. I forget what the other company is that does the Legend scale stuff, but like it's kind of in
Iron Factory.
Iron Factory, thank you. So it's kind of in that same wheelhouse of scale, but it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I want to see more of it. Hopefully, maybe by the time TFCon USA rolls around in a month and a half, maybe we'll have this in hand, and then I'll be able to mess with it and play with it and see how it turns out. But this looks pretty cool.
It looks really good. It looks really good. I had no idea it was a Legend scale. I didn't know it was that small. So I was just like, oh, cool, another one, and it's doing the gimmick of both in one Rodimus and Hot Rod. And I thought, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But now that the fact that I realized that it's a what was it that we called it just now? It's a masterpiece Legend scaled Hot Rod Rodimus. That sounds insane.
Well, I think like the first time we've ever encountered, like on an official capacity, like the downsizing of Masterpiece Engineering was after MPO1 was created. We had the Transformers Robot Masters line, which was kind of, I don't know, Japan's answer to the Universe line that we got, Universe 1.0.
Yeah.
And they made like this smaller G1 Optimus Prime that kind of had a lot of the engineering cues of MPO1. And obviously it was simplified in comparison, but still it showed like, here's what happens when we engineer something on a higher price point, and then we take that engineering and we could dumb it down onto like, let's say something of a deluxe scale,
Yeah.
$14.99 price point. So
Well, something that reminds me of that is taking the Lambor mold and then using Siege.
Oh yeah, that's another good example.
That's more recent example. That's what I can
Yeah.
think of right now. You know.
Totally. And but again, so like I said before, sometimes the art is in the limitation. So it's like how do we take something that's like almost no budget in that of a masterpiece, whatever it costs is what it costs, and then going, okay, now how do we scale this down and see how we could do that? So pretty cool stuff. We'll definitely talk about it more. MechToys fan MS19 Flame Commander.